It's not a boulder. It's a rock. Hey guys, welcome to the video. Today we have a wrestling figure bundle. Man, we never see these on the channel anymore. I swear, I get outbid on like nearly every bundle these days. I know I need to get them cheap for resale purposes. I don't need those. For resale purposes, or, you know, if I'm trying to get something I'm after for a good deal. You know, basically, I'm in the market to try and get cheap bundles. I know I need to try and get them cheap and everything. But I swear, people buy bundles nowadays for, like, the price that all of the figures in it are worth it in total. You know, crazy stuff. You know, I'll look at it and think, if I can get that for, like, 35 quid, then maybe then there'll be a little bit of money in it. People will spend, like, £100 on it, man. People are crazy. I can only assume wrestling is more popular with the kids, and parents with money are more willing to spend the money and, you know, don't know the value of the figures if they just bought them all and just want to get them for little Timmy or whatever. But we did manage to get this bundle. It was 10 days ago, the last mail opening, in which I live streamed it and talked about needing to do this in a separate video. And here we are 10 days later, and we finally got time to look at this and indeed look at the other mail opening stuff we talked about needing to do on that video. And this is one tough boulder. I mean, it's a rock. You know, I started this new job, as I mentioned in the last mail opening. I only work 2 shifts a week, and yet I still have no time to do anything, apparently. But then, YouTube doesn't exactly get prioritized at the moment, if I am completely honest. Anyway, we are finally in. In the boulder is a bag. In the bag is a bag. And I know that a guy out there with no interest in wrestling or wrestling figures at all, one of my biggest fans, is really hoping this bundle of however long it's been since the last one is filthy so he can get a fig bath video out of it. So we're going to start things off here with a Matt Hardy. This is a really cool figure. I used to really like this one when I was a kid. And then I bought one when I was like, you know, like just about to turn 16, like to the 2013 Fed run. It was one of the first things I bought off eBay for the Fed. And then I sold it when I started reselling. And its joints were about as good as this one. But, yep, that's Deluxe Aggressions for you. It looks really nice. Never really cared for the head mold. I never saw Matt Hardy as being that angry of a person, to be honest. But yeah, we've got a ratty Triple H. I mean, his legs are pretty filthy, Tom, if that's good enough for you. I don't know. Maybe we're getting a fig bath out of this. Not the worst one in the world from the era, I suppose. The t-shirt interesting and everything. Joint to ruin. The paint wear's pretty extensive. Probably wouldn't even be worth cleaning. We got a Big Show. And it's a basic Big Show instead of a Flex Force Big Show. That is to say, it isn't complete garbage. You know what? Maybe we are getting a fig bath out of it. Look at them dirty legs. I keep holding the figure to the wrong end because I'm used to the camera being on that side. I'm filming the other way around today. The tattoos on his shoulder look pretty good. Big Show basics are always pretty good, so nice to see. And we've got an Elijah Burke. He could probably do with a clean. It's not going to increase his value all that much. But it's a slightly different Elijah Burke with the flag on the side. And the long pants, of course. We've got a Boogeyman. Yeah, we'll probably get a fig bath out of these. You know what? Might even go ahead and do it right after this. Deluxe Aggression Boogeyman, not bad. Never bad to have a Boogeyman around. There'll always be someone to buy it. You don't get a lot of money for them, but they usually tend to sell for, you know, slightly more than minimum price. Oh, we've got a Classic Superstars Hulk Hogan. Bit of paint wear on the headband. Bit of joint wear on the shoulder. But not a disinteresting Hogan. It's got that Titantron head mold that was quite popular. I've always thought he kind of looks like he's gurning a bit on that one, but I guess it's not a Hulk Hogan expression. We've got a really nice Jericho basic, but a basic, so, you know, can't remember. Did I get the Elite of this gear in the end? I feel like I did. I feel like it did and didn't know it existed until I got it. And I was like, that's really nice. I might keep that. Yeah, pretty cool. Nice grey and yellow kind of gear. Bit different. The list error. Oh, yeah. Oh, big spoilers I've just given myself. Let's go with this one. This one I might keep, although the joints are probably questionable due to style of figure. This is a Deluxe Aggression Matt Morgan. I quite like my Deluxe TNA figures, not that I know what I'm ever going to do with them. The legs are a bit loose, but I mean, there's worse. He's got no knee pads. You can see he's completely different skin tone colour from the torso to the legs to the arms. But yeah, I always liked Matt Morgan. I mean, he's just a cool monster character, really, isn't he? It's astonishing that Vince McMahon didn't like him, just a big, angry man. Really cool. I have been toying with the idea of doing like a TNA homage pay-per-view, and part of the theme of it will be featuring people that weren't in the TNA brand when TNA was part of my Fed when I was a kid, and Matt Morgan would fit into that. Really not the worst condition. There's some paint wear, there's some marks on it, and the legs are a completely different colour to the rest of him. But definitely not bad, and possibly usable for that. And then maybe we'll let him go after that. We've got a William Regal with a hole in his neck. It's not something you see every day. He's got very dirty thighs. Maybe we'll put him in the fig bath anyway, just for a bit of extra action. We've got like Michael Jackson level loose legs on a Rey Mysterio body with a Paul London head with all the hair scraped off it. There are levels to this piece of garbage. Okay, we've got a Brian Kendrick, not in the greatest of nick. And if there's no Paul London, he's worth nothing anyway. Honestly, over the years when I've been picking bundles up, I've always picked up... I've seen more of the red ones than anything else, and I've seen more Kendrick than London. We've got Shad Gaspard. I had some Crime Times that I picked up on an old video. Oh, did I even do a video on that? I think I just did a pickups video on it. I picked them up a long time ago, and they finally sold a few months ago. I can't believe how long it took them to sell, to be honest. They weren't exactly expensive. They weren't exactly valuable. It was, I think they went for like $6.99 in the end. I picked them up in like 2021 on an old charity shop hunt. Yeah. Still, really cool. Only the one loose arm. It's always good. We've got a Deluxe Aggression Edge. Remember all those times Edge would come on screen and go, yeah. Christ. Oh, we got this Chris Jericho. Best of 2009. This kid must have like really had a problem with knee pads or something. This head is really good. But it's so big. It's such a big head. That was my original Chris Jericho's head. I had the Ruthless Aggression though. That torso doesn't move at all. I've said that about Deluxe Aggression. Actually got a really good condition head. Now, to be honest, the legs aren't bad. Be better with the knee pads, but the legs aren't bad condition either. Got the best of 2009 stamp on his thigh. Yeah, I remember someone literally started collecting figures again because of this Chris Jericho. That was the original Chris Jericho head in DSW, just on the Ruthless Aggression version. The version that lost to Paul Burchill on his debut on the first ever DSW animated show ever, or some approximation of that. We got a Rey Mysterio. Kind of almost looks like a Hellboy comic character, the way like his face looks from on the camera there. We got an Undertaker jacket. Alright. We got a Steve Cold Stone Stonks with one of the awful Titantron head molds that looks nothing like him. Loads of paint wear and just generally a piece of shit. Oh, we got a Benoit. Joints are alright. Floppy deluxe legs, you know. We got a Zack Ryder. Very cool. Yep. What's this? Oh, Finley. Deluxe Finley. Lots of paintwear, some mucky knees for the fig bath. Yeah, still probably a few pounds in it though. Oh, forgot about this. Another TNA Deluxe. Hopefully a few pounds in this one. It's the Kevin Nash. Really nice detail on the tattoos there. Jakks tried harder with tattoos in the TNA era. The joints seem alright. The legs obviously are floppy because they are deluxe, but they're like less floppy than average. The arms seem to be fine. And the torso's not moving at all, so yeah. But one thing that Jakks also did in the TNA era is make the heads even bigger. Oh, another Jakks TNA. Oh, maybe that robe. No, I think that robe is the Undertaker's still. It's Sting! Got to be one of the better deluxe aggressions to get, surely. Looks really good. Obviously needs a... It's one of my least favourite things about Jakks is the sleeve arms. It's also got no grip hands. How's he holding the baseball bat, Jakks? But yeah, it looks really, really nice. Pretty cool for a deluxe. Yeah, some cool pieces in this. And we'll probably get a fig bath out of it. Oh, an absolutely minced fake Bone Crunchers Eddie Guerrero. Won't waste too much time on that. Deluxe Batista. Some of these figures have like literally been held up against a belt sander head first. Funky Dance. Lots of paintwear. Yeah. Oh, the JTG. To go with the Shad. That's nice. I guess they'll be living with me for the next 5 years then. We've got a Bobby Lashley. Yep. All the details that you get on one of those. We've got another Rey Mysterio. Pink one. Oh, this one has the Eddie Guerrero wristband. Arms a bit loose and the legs are a bit loose. And concerning brown stains on the trousers. A Titantron Matt Hardy with this weird Gurn head scan. I always thought that looked weird. Coolio though, Coolio. And a belt. Whoa, okay. Keeping this, bit of wear on it, but I'm keeping it. TNA World Championship. Little bit of wear down the bottom there, as you can see, but nice. I guess this probably came with the Sting. I've always wanted one of these, just, you know, for the sake of having it, but, I mean, here we go, we got it now. Maybe that will appear on that TNA show I was on about, although I very much doubt I'll ever get around to doing that, if nothing else, to how long it's taken me to film the animated, the current animated match, and the entire show in general, and just generally how little I animate and film and stuff. Even though that TNA show would be pick-fed, seems like that stuff's not going to get done with how little time I put into the hobby, is what I'm trying to say. Oh, we got a Snitsky. I like Snitsky, he's a cool guy. The real Snitsky, not the character. He had some terrible gimmicks. You can see we got the brown teeth. Did always kind of want to use Snitsky as a monster character though, because I thought in particular when he was bald, he was just so creepy looking. Yeah, really cool. Not bad joints at all. I doubt Snitsky's ever going to turn up in DSW now though. Although ironically, he was one of the first figures I ever picked up from my friend Tomo in the talent exchange with TGW, as it is. No way. Okay, actually, lads, I've changed my mind. There is actually too much wear on this TNA World Championship belt. I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to keep this one. Actually, lads, I'm going to take the faceplate off this one, because this one's scraped up to hell. How the hell do you even do that? Ah, you know what? The top of the plate's scraped as well. Right, never mind the whole thing. Screw the whole thing. We'll keep the other one. It's like buses. You wait forever for one and two come along at once. I'm not going to try too hard to get that focused in, because it's kind of hard to see the TNA World title, the details on a TNA World title Jakks belt, even at the best of times, even when it's right in front of your face. That's crazy. The amount of bundles we bought over the years, the amount of figures we've had in, and the first time we ever get a TNA World Championship, we get two. We got this Hurricane with like black stuff around his arms and that. Yep. We have got Cody Rhodes. Not his worst basic, to be fair. Colour's a bit different. We have got, ooh, Small Joe. I got one of these in a big bundle of deluxe figures way back in 2015 when I started playing with starting a rival company pick fed as something else to do. I got this big bundle and then did a couple of matches with those, and the Samoa Joe never got used, but it did get sold as soon as I started reselling. Yeah, far too big. Colossal action figure. The head is astonishingly big. The scale, let's put him next to like Kevin Nash even. Look at that. Look at that. Absolutely ridiculous. The size difference, the width, absolutely absurd. Such a terrible figure. But you had to have it if you had Samoa Joe. And the last bit, kind of interesting, but funnily enough, they're mismatched. We do have, this one looks really good, like really good condition. Until you look on the back of the trunks, it looks in really good condition. But we got another TNA. We got a pair of TNA figures, a tag team, but they're mismatched. So let's start with this one. We've got this Black Gear Bobby Roode, which is pretty cool. Joints could be worse. A little bit of paint wear on the back of the trunks. Head looks really good, to be honest. And we've got this Cowboy James Storm, which looks really pristine on the front. The sleeves look good, the head looks good, the trunks look good. There is a bit of paint wear on the eyebrows, but you could argue that was Jakks right at the factory at that point. The legs are very, very wobbly, and the back of the trunks are a bit more worn. But if it weren't for that, I'd be debating whether I'd keep this one or the one that I've had for however many years. Also, look at this impeccable moulding here. The second chin of James Storm. What is that about? What is that about? Well, I don't know what you've done there, Jakks. But anyway, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the mail openings playlist. And if you'd like to see more wrestling figure bundles, specifically, I promise you they are in that old playlist somewhere. They're just getting a bit buried now because I win so few of them. Please do like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you thought. Which was the best figure in this bundle? And I really do appreciate you guys joining me. So thank you all for watching, and goodbye.